Cosmic Crucible is one of the most important game modes in Marvel Strike Force, with some of the best rewards in the entire game. And a lot of the great teams for a Cosmic Crucible are going to give you a lot of overlap and be awesome in many other game modes. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So the best Crucible offense teams to help make sure that you get all of these rewards, all of these full clears, and to help your entire Crucible experience. So if you're ready to see who are some of the best teams you should be building to improve your Crucible experience, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Maniacs. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. We're talking all about Cosmic Crucible in this video. And if this is your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Usually there's a lot more with countdown lists like this, gameplay videos, news, question and answer videos, everything to help your Marvel Strike Force experience. Well, let's talk about this list. Cosmic Crucible, one of the most important game modes in Marvel Strike Force. So some of the teams that you're going to build for this game mode are going to give you the rewards that you need that are going to carry you over into many other game modes. So let's go to count down some of the top offensive Crucible teams in the game today. And let's get right into it. Let's start with the top Crucible team. Now, the reason this is not really making this list, but they are going to be one of the top Crucible teams, is the Masters of Evil. Now, technically, they're not in the game yet, so they can't officially be on this list, but I have tried this full team in the test server, and this is by far the best Crucible team. So as soon as we get Kang and Moonstone in the game, this is going to be the top Crucible team, top Crucible offense team. A lot of their skills are based on their being on offense. So if you want all their full bonuses, you want to make sure you use them on the offense. So as far as the best teams, yeah, this is the Masters of Evil. But let's get to the official countdown. Now, since we're talking about offense teams, a lot of the teams that are going to be primarily on defense aren't going to be on this list, like the Death Seed, like the Wakandans in Room 6. We also have the Young Avengers that I pretty much only see on defense. I don't see them used on offense too much. Same thing with Underworld as well. So if you're expecting some of these Crucible teams to be on this list, well, they're going to be on the defense list when we talk about that. They're not going to be on the offense list, but let's get to this countdown right now. And coming in the number 7 spot is the Secret Avengers with Kestrel. Now, there's a lot of different versions of this team. This version has Maria Hill. A lot of the great versions don't have Maria Hill. Omega Red is a great substitution for her. Shang-Chi is another great substitution for her. Silver Surfer also works well in this team. And this team beats a lot of the non-meta teams like Underworld, a lot of these hybrid teams. While they can compete against these top-end teams like the Wakandans or the Gamma or the Unlimited, they can beat a lot of the other teams out there that you will see in Crucible. So this is still a very good option. You may need to mix and match some of these key members of the team, but Kestrel, Captain Sam, and Sharon Carter are awesome, and especially if you're facing mirror matches, using that special of Nick Fury instead of what the AI would do, using that ultimate will help you win the mirror match as well. So this is a great team. There's a lot of different versions of this team, but I think the main members are Kestrel, Captain Sam, and even Sharon Carter is in there for her. Very, very tough to resist stun. Let's move on with this list. And the Infinity Watch is back on the list. They are a great team now that we're in season 2. And what I use these guys for is to counter the Death Seed. Normally, when you see a Death Seed on defense, they're very, very tough unless you bring in a team like Infinity Watch that can resist the blinds because they're their immunities. They have the safeguard. You're not going to be able to use a lot of the effects that the Death Seed does. And then you just start to take out Dark Beast and you take out Nemesis and the team falls apart. So very, very good team, very specific team that you're building this for. And this is a team to specifically counter the Death Seed. You can use this on any of the non-meta teams as well, but I would save your Infinity Watch for Death Seed in case someone has them on defense, because if you don't have the Infinity Watch, it can be a very tough team to challenge. So Infinity Watch comes in at the number 6 spot this month. Coming in at number 5 spot is the Eternals. Now, they are a great team for efficiency for your Crucible. Sometimes your wins just come down to a few points. If you take a few less turns than your opponents, and the Eternals will help you do that. Now, this is a 2-person team, so you're going to need to fill up this team with other characters. I like Loki combined with this team because that'll make Cersei go before Icarus, and then you have more likely chance for your Icarus ult to kill someone and do that double tap. So Loki works well for that turn order. I like combining this with a Tangled team as well for offense based on who I'm seeing on defense. Sometimes you need to combine some of these teams into some very powerful hybrid teams, but a lot of times you could just use them on their own. Surfer works well in this team. Deathpool works well on this team. We have a lot of great options. Emma works well on this team if you need to be a little faster than your opponents. So this works against a lot of teams. And as far as efficiency, I love it when my opponent has an Underworld team on defense or a Hero Asgardians on defense, because these Eternals can beat them very, very quickly. And like I said, they're great if you really want efficient offensive matches in Cosmic Crucible, and they pair well with a lot of characters there. You could pretty much slot these two characters in with a lot of other teams, and they'll work well against a lot of the teams you'll see on defense. Darkhold is also back on the list. Now, full Darkhold instead of Stormhold is kind of what is a trend this season. And mainly I'm using this team to counter the Wakandans in Room 6. The Wakandans are great on defense, and you need to play against the Wakandans a little differently than you would in other scenarios. You don't want to use any of their big moves before Wong does his ultimate and getting that taunt off, except for maybe the Strange special, but you're kind of delaying a lot of their moves. And you do want to get this heal off for Scarlet Witch as soon as possible when you're facing the Wakandans, but this team works very, very well against the Wakandans, and that is why the Darkhold is an offense team this season. So great team. Let me know if you're using the Darkhold against anything other than the Wakandans in Room 6. As we move into this countdown, coming in at the number 3 spot is the Tangled Web team. And I keep these guys on offense. They're also a great defensive team that could really screw up your opponents. So this is one of these teams that is going to make the offense list and the defense list. And a lot of the top end teams don't even have Noir, but they will feature Weaver and 2099. And kind of like the Eternals, you're going to have a lot of different hybrid teams that these two characters will slot into. Surfer works well in this team. Undying works well in this team. The previously mentioned Eternals work well combined with this team. Emma works very well with these guys as well. And I like these guys primarily saving them in case I see a Tangled on defense working for that mirror match. So we just need to get in front of their Weaver, making sure Weaver cannot do that stun, getting all their charges. One way is to bring Emma. Another way is to bring is to use a special of 2099 while their 2099 is going to do their ultimate. So you could use that ability to block their Weaver to get in front of them, and then you can start to do your matches. So a lot of different ways that you could use this team, but the primary members of this team, not Noir, but Weaver and 2099, and you could beat Tangled mirror matches. You could beat most of the even meta defenses. Maybe not the Wakandans and the Gamma Unlimited, but pretty much everything else this team will beat because of those Weaver charges. Very, very annoying when you're trying to face this team. And coming out the number 2 spot is the Unlimited team. They're still a very, very good team, but they're not the top offense team in the game now. And that's because I think a lot of people are placing this team in Room 4 on defense. So these guys will get a very high defensive rating. And they're still a very good offense team. While they may not be able to counter some things like Gamma when Gamma's on defense, maybe not the Wakandans in Room 6, but they can counter pretty much everything else. Maybe they can't counter the Tangled Web either, but pretty much everything else these guys can't counter. They're a very, very good offense team. There are some problems from this season 2 and the new rules, but they're still very, very good on offense and can pretty much beat the non-Gamma defenses. And Wakandans and Tangled is also pretty tough for them as well. But pretty much everything else these guys beat, and they're a great offensive solution to most things that you're going to run into Crucible. And the top team this season in Cosmic Crucible, in my opinion, is this Gamma team. And the reason I have this Gamma team rated so high is because Unlimited in Room 4 is very, very tough to beat. And if you're facing a very small Unlimited compared to your Gamma, well, Gamma outright can beat that team. If you're facing a larger Unlimited, well, you probably need to take out normal Hulk, Green Hulk, and slot in Dormammu into that spot to get a fighting chance there. But I've also heard that Gamma Dormammu team, once you're punching up too much, or once that unlimited goes above 1.3 million, then this counter doesn't work as well. But for most teams, if you're not facing a Kraken, this Gamma team with Dormammu will beat most of these unlimited X-Men in Room 4. Also could be a small unlimited X-Men in Room 4, just a straight up Gamma team. And they're just very, very good. As long as you can get that Red Hulk battlefield effects, that ultimate going off, you're usually gonna win the fight. And this is one of the most annoying defenses as well. So like the Unlimited, like the Tangled, this is probably gonna be one of the top defenses in Cosmic Crucible as well. But that is it, guys. Masters of Evil doesn't technically make the list, but they are gonna be that top team. Gamma, Unlimited, Tangled, Darkhold, Eternals, and Infinity Watch, and Secret Avengers are also on this list. And like I said, there's some great Crucible teams, but I think they're primary defense teams. So Wakanda's didn't make this list, Death Seed and some other teams. But let me know what you think of this list. Are there some other offense teams that you're using? We didn't mention Dormammu and Doom because they slotted into so many teams, but is there a specific team that you're using with those guys? I know there's a good Gamma counter that features Dormammu and Doom and Star-Lord, but are there some other teams that you're using that you feel should have been on this list? Let me know in the comments, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Good luck with your Crucible matches. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.